Brad Hallman and myself just out here on the lake in New York just before ICAST. Brad, we've had a great opportunity to look at some of these new products coming out from Hayabusa Fishing Hook. The WRM 958 weighted swim bait hook. This little hook is a 1/0. It comes in a 16th ounce and an 1/8 ounce. So, you know, a lot of the big trend getting real finesse, especially with swim baits, small little swim baits, you know, big keys. It's got the fluorine coating, forward, weighted as always, so it's really got that natural action when it's coming through the water. The 1/0 size, Brad, probably going to be a great addition to some tackle boxes on some finesse fishing.
One of my favorites that they've got out right now is the new heavy duty round bend offset they got, the new 114, and it's in HD, guys, HD. If you know me, I like big line, big hooks, big weights, and this is my kind of stuff. Actually, this is my favorite one coming in a new size. This one's a 6/0. For your big long 10-inch worms, 12-inch worms, bigger plastics that we're flipping. These are also coming in the new NRB coating.
But it's got that Z-lock. You know, it's got a little angle right there, just like the original 114, so that Z-lock really helps that bait, you know, stay attached when you're fishing through that thick cover. You know, you're pulling that, like you said, Brad, the thick line.
Right.
And again, the fluorine coating, effortless hooking power, the WRM 114 HD heavy duty model now available. The Ned rig is becoming one of the most popular techniques out there. Gray buck FLW Tour Angler finished second place earlier this year, fishing smallmouth, Lake Cherokee. We've seen the need for some increased sizes for this particular
We've
model.
seen that Brush Easy be so effective with that bait throughout the season.
That's right. That's right. So we've increased the size to a 1/0. Now you are allowed to get, you know, available to get this in a 1/0 model. Also, the weight slightly increased. You're going to be able to get it in a 16th and a 10th. So still fairly light, but you're going to be able to throw it in a little bit more windier conditions when these kind of baits really tend to shine. This particular one also has the same brush guard that the other ones do, little monofilament brush guard, really keeps it free, weedless, works through rocks really well.
The new Brush Easy is definitely one of the fastest growing Ned rig heads there's got to be out on the market. Just because it's weedless with a nice little double weed guard on each side, good hookup.
You bet. And it's got the Hayabusa original point, which is actually a lifted point. So it's got the cutting point behind the hook, and at the same time it's angled on both sides on the front of the hook with a slightly extended point. The reason being, it's such a long point, it's almost like a needle when it goes in, right? We're not jamming the hook to set the hook on a Brush Easy style.
No, we got light rods, limber rods.
That's it. So it pulls in real easy. Once it gets in, you're locked up solid with that Hayabusa original point. So the 1/0 Brush Easy, another great new product. This is the DSR 132, one of the favorite small finesse hooks for drop shotting with Hayabusa, now in a heavy duty model and some larger sizes.
Absolutely.
Big smallmouth eat gobies.
That's right.
What do you need with a big goby bait?
As soon as we get to St. Clair, what happens? Big hook.
That's it, bigger hooks. So we got the 2/0, the 1/0, the size 1, and the size 2. Here I've got one rigged up on a, this is the size 2 on a bubbling shaker, you know, from Rain. So that's obviously an awesome little smallmouth candy right there. And with the heavy duty size, you can pull on them now, right? Big line.
Yeah, when we're up north on some of those big smallmouth goby lakes, I mean, we're all using bigger rods anyway, everybody is. And when I mean bigger, I don't mean just like they're 10 foot long, but they are heavier action spinning rods than what we're using in other places in the country because they're bigger smallmouth, we're using bigger baits, bigger, you know, everything is larger there.
Right. So this is gonna come into play, man. The Hayabusa DSR 132 HD, it's gonna be another needed item for your tackle box. Not replacing the 132 at all. Still gonna need those super light finesse products for some other applications, but when you get in there with a giant smallmouth, this is gonna be the way to go. As we continue to grow our brand here in the U.S., our freshwater fishing hooks have been available here for the last 3 years, and the brand recognition, Brad, with great influencers like yourself, two-time FLW Tour winner, just going through the roof. A lot of the great staples, the FPP straight, the very famous 114, the 956, the 958, and 959. So many awesome Hayabusa models that you got to be sure to check out, but not to be undone with the brand new stuff here, 2019 ICAST. Glad you stopped by the booth. Be sure you check out all the products from Hayabusa Fishing.